Our coverage this evening brings us to the beautiful Case Arena here at Frankfort High School. Tonight it is a doubleheader on Hot Dog TV in cooperation with the ISC Sports Network. Sean Walker, Joe Rook here for you this evening to call these broadcasts not necessarily your traditional doubleheader where you get conference opponents, Joe, but because of health and safety protocols and shuffling around the schedule a little bit, we get a county foe in the first matchup between the Clinton Prairie Gophers and the Frankfort Hot Dogs with some IHSAA basketball. And then our nightcap tonight, the Lebanon Tigers and the Frankfort Hot Dogs, two teams that know each other well and do not like each other at all.
No, they've been rivals for a very long time. No matter if it's playing football, basketball, tiddlywinks, Frankfort and Lebanon normally don't get along very well. But for the Frankfort fans this evening, it's a neat doubleheader. I mean, you get the girls get to play Clinton Prairie, a nice county rival, and then the boys play Lebanon, which is, like I said, have been a rival for a long, long time. So very much looking forward to these two games tonight, Sean.
These are two teams coming in. The Hot Dogs 2-16 overall on the season, 0-5 in conference play. However, they did get a victory recently against Rossville before losing to Western Boone the other night. For Clinton Prairie, they've won 5 straight games. They're starting to trend in the right direction here right before the tournament. They won a couple of games last week without head coach Jeff Henley even being on the sideline. And missed a couple of games, and the girls went out and played well regardless. We'll see as things get tipped off here this evening.
Yeah, it would be interesting, as any game, it's interesting for the first few minutes how teams are going to come out and how they're going to match up and what they're going to try to do. So we kind of talked amongst ourselves that be interesting to see if Clinton Prairie comes out and pressures the Lady Hot Dogs right off the bat on a press and see if they can get some turnovers and get things rolling for them. And so we'll see what happens.
It's one thing that's been an Achilles heel for this Lady Hot Dog team this year has been the turnovers, as Joe just alluded to. 25 turnovers against LaPel, 30 turnovers in a game recently against, I believe it was West Lafayette. So they got to do a better job of taking care of the basketball.
Absolutely, yeah. You make that kind of turnover that many, Sean, it's hard to get anything accomplished.
Neal with it for the Gophers, look to penetrate, gets into the lane, drops it off. Nice defense there on the recovery by Guardado. Ball will remain with the Gophers.
Clinton Prairie caught a break there. Frankfort kind of fumbled the ball and went off their foot out of bounds. Prairie underneath their basket.
Look inside to Swan. Swan on the kick out to Beck, back out top to Neal. Starters on the floor for the Gophers. Tatum Nash, Claire Eckenbarger, Caitlin Beck, Tinley Neal, and Sydney Swan. It's Beck with it now. On the drive, shot up. No good. And the rebound taken by Dubree. Peyton Dubree, Karina Alanis, Jordan Frazier, Sarah Flores, and Vanessa Guardado, your starters for Frankfort.
Good start for Jordan Frazier, knocking down her first jump shot of the night. With Frankfort only having 2 wins, Sean, it would be imperative that they get off to a good start here this evening.
Jordan Frazier leads the Hot Dogs in scoring this season, almost 12 points per contest. She's been in double figures in like 5 or 6 straight games as well. Eckenbarger goes baseline, shot up, gets it to go.
For Frankfort to have any chance tonight, you would think Jordan Frazier would have to have a good scoring game.
Look inside to Guardado. There's a turnover for the Hot Dogs. Neal looks to push. Ahead to Beck. Beck puts the ball on the floor, stripped away by Alanis. Jump ball possession gives it to the Hot Dogs.
See Clinton Prairie here, as we talked about, Sean, going to pick up full court.
Here comes the trap. Nice job by Alanis to break it. Looks for Guardado down low, and the pass a little too long that time.
Clinton Prairie getting what they wanted with their press, trying to speed up the Hot Dogs, and that's usually a bad formula for the girls' Hot Dogs to go a little too quick.
We've had kind of a Tinley Neal watch going this season in our coverage on ISC as she approaches the 1,000-point mark for Clinton Prairie Gophers. She has 972 points, just 28 points shy.
Well, I'm sure the Lady Hot Dogs are hoping she doesn't get that tonight.
Neal looks to push. She's only had 6 points in their last contest against Carroll. Eckenbarger's had the hot hand lately,
yeah,
and there it is.
Nice pass by Neal getting that out to her.
Eckenbarger with 5 here early for Clinton Prairie. She's starting to find that scoring mark as the season goes along.
You mentioned Tinley with the scoring. She's kind of the do-all everything for the Lady Gophers. She rebounds, handles the ball, finds the open people. She does a great job for the girls.
You know, when you look at the list of 1,000-point scorers, and I don't have it in front of me, there may be 3 or 4 or 5 in school history for Clinton Prairie. 2 of them, if Tinley gets there, will be sisters, as her older sister reached that mark just a few years ago.
That's a great accomplishment.
I don't know that she's going to catch big sister on the overall scoring mark. They'd have to make a pretty deep run. Beck with the steal. Splits the defense. Scoop shot. Can't get it to go. Rebound by Madison Cook. Cook had a nice game the last time we covered the Lady Hot Dogs.
She had some good knocked down some open three-pointers. She's going to need to do that tonight.
10-second call in the backcourt here. Coach Britt had just stood up. I thought he might be going for the timeout.
Three turnovers for the Lady Hot Dogs already. Clinton Prairie putting the pressure to them.
Swan back out top to Beck, over to Nash. Swing it down low. Swan able to get it up. It's her first bucket this evening.
Someone other than Eckenbarger broke into the column there for the Gophers. Another turnover for the Lady Hot Dogs.
Eckenbarger with the steal, looks to push ahead. Nash gets a little out of control there, but draws the foul.
Well, the Lady Hot Dogs down 9-2 did not get the start they were looking for. That's kind of an obvious statement.
Eckenbarger too far under that time. Unable to get that shot to drop. Here comes Frazier for the Hot Dogs. Nice job.
Nice move.
Split the defense, just a little strong on that shot, Joe, but
that was a nice move by Jordan. Good offensive rebound by Frankfort. Opportunity here for 2 free throws.
Guardado, the sophomore for Frankfort. 5.2 points, 5.8 rebounds per contest.
Nice soft touch. She has shown steady improvement throughout the year, Sean. She's coming in and done a nice job for Frankfort.
I agree.
Gives a little hope there for Frankfort with some play underneath as a sophomore.
Post presence, footwork has been fantastic. Leaves this one just a little short. Neal on the rebound, and here come the Gophers. Tinley quiet so far. They leave Eckenbarger open. That 3 rattles out. Alanis tries to push ahead and then double dribble here. Be another turnover. The one thing about these turnovers, though, Joe, is they're dead ball turnovers.
Yes, so far they haven't led to any points for the Gophers off a fast break, but they're getting the turnover. That's Frankfort's 5th turnover with 3:43 to go in the first quarter.
Talked about these Gophers, winners of 5 straight. They've also won 7 of their last 8 for a team that started off 1-3. Really started to turn things around. This was a Gopher team that last year got beaten a regional championship by Tipton, a team that they had beaten just 2 weeks earlier. You get into the season, get close to the season about a week before, you find out your head coach has moved on to do something different.
That's a tough one to overcome, but Coach Henley for the Gophers has done a nice job.
Luckily for Clinton Prairie, they had somebody quick that they could call who was enjoying retirement on the couch.
And who's been on the sidelines for several high school basketball games. He's no stranger to the game.
He's coached both boys and girls basketball over the years as Guardado gets fouled down low. Probably his best season, 2002 state championship while the head coach at Rossville.
That's getting that state championship. That's certainly a feather in your cap. That's a highlight of anyone's career.
Guardado at the line will try to trim into this lead. Lady Hot Dogs down 9-3, now 9-4. Vanessa's 2 for 3 from the line tonight.
She's off to a good start. Frankfort needs to get her involved and stay active underneath and keep looking for her post presence.
1 of 2 at the line. Up to Neal, still scoreless this evening. Drops that one off to Good. Good shot, no good. No pun intended.
Tinley doing a nice job for Clinton Prairie, driving in there and getting her opponent or her teammate a good shot. Another turnover for your Hot Dogs.
Neal out to Swan. Swan thought about the 3. Elects to put it on the deck. Runs out of real estate. Nice pass.
Nice pass. Good movement by the Lady Gophers.
Eckenbarger really starting to find her way. Has been above 20 points in 2 of the last 3 games for these Gophers. For them to look to make another deep run in the playoffs, they kept looking at this all year long thinking, who's going to be that second option? Who's it going to be? And Claire started to emerge here late in the season.
Off to a great start this evening.
Jump shot. Off the mark. Nice hustle by Madison Cook. Knocks it out. They'll stay with the Gophers.
Frankfort's been in a man-to-man and stayed in that man-to-man all evening so far. Be interesting to see if they might change that up a little bit.
Tinley looks to penetrate. They're going to call it a foul on Guardado. Looked like she had all ball there, Joe.
Yeah, it'd be interesting if we run that back. I thought Frankfort had some good hands on that ball, but Tinley got the benefit of the break there and opportunity for 2 free throws.
Neal gets a shot to go. For fans that have tuned into ISC all season long and seen our coverage of both of these teams, Tinley Neal had a 3/4 court shot, buzzer beater. What ended up being a huge bucket in a double overtime victory.
That's cool. Nice shot for Tinley.
It was against Seeger in a 62-60 win. Eckenbarger misses the bunny, probably her easiest shot of the night.
She was too close, Sean. She needs to move out a little bit.
Frazier double team. That pressure from the Gophers so far have been relentless.
Yeah. Don't look for that to lapse here anytime soon either.
22, Sarah Flores on the floor. They look inside to Guardado.
Nice pass back.
Cook shot up. A little bit too strong.
That's strong.
Freshman.
Yeah,
Go ahead,
good
I'm
pass.
sorry.
Good pass by Guardado, who's finding another open teammate. And that's a shot that Madison needs to take, though.
Abby Swan has checked into the game for the Gophers. Wearing number 31, the freshman. And a traveling violation against Caitlin Beck. So good defense there from Peyton Debris.
Good job. Got her body in front, hands straight up, caused a turnover.
Peyton, one of 4 seniors on this Frankfort squad this season. Nice behind the back dribble floater in the lane. Loose ball, Frazier comes out with it. Debris trying to find some space.
Good job by Peyton.
They'll give that foul to Abby Swan.
31. Yes, sir. That was Swan's first foul.
Debris unable to convert the first at the line. Frankfort just 2 of 5 now from the free throw line. Gets the roll on the second.
Shooter's touch, Peyton Debris.
As we approach the 1 minute mark here in the first quarter, Neal on the drive, foul on the floor. See if they get Madison Cook with this one.
Frankfort's 4th team foul as we just go under a minute here left in the first quarter.
Neal lets the 3 fly. Rattles out. Nice hustle by Nash. Can't get the shot to go.
Then Prairie doing a nice job on the offensive rebound. Had inside position, just didn't get that shot to go down. As you said, Tatum Nash did a good job at establishing position, just didn't get that shot.
Neal in the lane. She'll go to the line here for 2. Give that foul to Jordan Frazier.
Frankfort's 5th team foul.
Neal's missed 2 at the line now. 80% free throw shooter on the season.
As a team, the Lady Gophers are shooting, coming in shooting 66%.
1 and 2 that trip. 2 points on the night now for Tinley. Frazier looking for help. Finds debris in the middle. I believe Caitlin Beck just found her first foul.
She did. I think Frankfort kind of got bailed out there on that call. That wasn't probably a lot of contact, maybe enough to obviously warrant the whistle by the officials, so Frankfort caught a break there.
Trying to look over the top that time. Grace Good able to get a hand on it. Flores to inbound for the Hot Dogs. Good pass. Shot back up and in. Guardado with 4.
Good offensive rebound. We mentioned that she'd been doing better coming towards the end of the season here. Another offensive rebound for her and 2 points.
Quinn Pryor looked to hold for the last shot. 6-point lead in the first quarter. Swan puts it on the deck. Little too strong on that attempt, and that will end the first quarter of action. 13-7 your score. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, second quarter action here from Case Arena. Finding affordable, quality reproductive health care isn't always easy. Did you know that there is now a family planning and reproductive health clinic in our area that is income-based? Services include Pap tests, breast cancer screenings, pregnancy tests, sexually transmitted infection and HIV testing, same-day birth control placement, filled prescriptions, and free condoms. Services are on an income-based sliding scale. Visit 1234 Rossville Avenue or call 659-6063 for more information or to schedule an appointment.
This is your IHSAA. This is your state. This is your high school. This is your athletic association.
Fans, I'm IHSA Commissioner Paul Knighty, and we're here to make sure that all of this remains yours.
This is your state. This is your community. This is your IHSAA.
Now available, it is FiberHawk Fiber Internet. Super fast speeds, no more buffering, perfect for all sizes of business. FiberHawk offers every speed to meet your internet needs. For more on offerings and availability, go to fiberhawk.com or call 765-922-HAWK. Fast, affordable FiberHawk.
Well, as the quarter started, Frankfort picked up their 7th turnover, had 6 turnovers in that first quarter. Just got their 7th, so the pressure the Gophers applying are still doing well.
Swan puts it on the floor, drives to the bucket, shot up, gets it to go.
Nice drive. Abby Swan.
Almost 10 points per game for Swan. This ball taken away by Beck. This is something the Gophers do really well, is create turnovers. Neal puts it on the deck. Free throw line jumper, no good. Nash back up. She'll draw the foul.
Clinton Prairie doing an excellent job on the offensive glass, Sean. Keeping balls alive for second and third shots.
Tatum Nash, a 22% free throw shooter on the season. That shot off the mark. For Nash, one of two seniors on this squad. Does a lot of things that don't necessarily show up in the stat sheet.
Got to have those players. Got to have those players that do the little things that get you good victories.
Gets 1 of 2 at the line.
Frankfort gal had her foot in the lane there a little quick, but she made the free throw, so
I thought maybe
so play on. It doesn't matter.
I thought maybe for a minute we were playing by ABA rules. When there's a turnover in the backcourt, you know, 2s become 3s, 1s become 2s. Neal aggressive to the bucket and draws a foul. That's going to be the second on Jordan Frazier. And that's the one player Frankfort really can't have in foul trouble here this evening.
She needs to play every minute. She does. They need her for scoring opportunities and handling the ball.
Neal gets that one to drop over the front of the rim. Tinley's had a great senior season so far. Had 26 points versus Mount Vernon. That was her season high. So far doing all of her work from the free throw line tonight. She's got 4.
Prairie dropped off the full court pressure. Now is picking up half court right when the Lady Hot Dogs come over the 10-second line. Doing some trapping.
Taken away by Neal. Gets to that left hand up on the glass. Can't finish. But knocked out of bounds by Nash.
Frankfort caught a break there.
6.5 minutes to go before the half. Frazier picked up her dribble.
Drug the pivot foot there a little bit. Frankfort's 10th turnover already, Sean. 6.5 to go in the second quarter.
$11-point lead for the visitors. This Frankfort team and their 2 victories this year. They defeated Elwood. And they got a recent victory against county foe Rossville as Eckenbarger gets her first bucket in the second quarter. She's got 11 points overall. Cook shot up and thought she was going to get the roll. Guardado up.
You know, I thought maybe we were going to have to get the broom out and knock it off the top of the bankboard there.
I would have just showcased my hops. I'd have ran out there and got it for him.
That's good.
Neal fouled. She'll go to the line, and I think this is on Frazier. This is going to be number 3.
That's problematic for the Hot Dogs. Clinton Prairie continued dominating the offensive glass, getting a lot of second, third opportunities.
Senior Laura Boyard at the bench waiting to check in. She'll come in for Frazier as Tinley gets a 5th free throw from the line to drop. Gets this one to go as well. For Tinley, when we started tracking how close she was getting to that 1,000-point mark, she needed to average like 17 points per game. She's got it down now where she literally needs to average 5.5 points a game, and she'll hit that 1,000-point mark. Pass ahead to Eckenbarger, gets the shot, and she's going to the line.
And one. Eckenbarger's 13th point, going for number 14 here in the first half. And got it.
Cook will bring the ball up now and handle primary ball handling duties for Frankfort. Guardado. Threw that one out minute there to Flores. Flores on a bad pass, and Eckenbarger the other way. Very quickly, she has 7 points in the quarter. Alanis back out top. Cook lets the three fly. Just short. Alanis, Guardado. Off glass, too strong. Swan to the bucket. Can't get it to drop. Eckenbarger offensive glass. 2 more.
We're going to need another sheet for Claire with her scoring all her points here tonight, Sean. She's going to fill that up by halftime.
Claire averaging almost 8 points per contest. But as I said, she has had the hot hand recently. Put up 23 points against Western Boone. She had 21 versus Carroll. She's on pace to hit the 20 mark again. Neal, free throw line jumper. Can't get it to drop.
Finley having a little struggle with their shot from the field tonight, but that's about the only thing. She's doing a fine job leading the Gophers, getting the players where they need to be and the passes where they need to go.
Bulliard off the glass, can't get it to drop. Here comes Beck for the Gophers. Nash, good ball fake. Shot up. Tatum gets it to drop.
Tatum's first basket this evening to go with her 1 free throw.
Deflection once again. Another turnover for the Hot Dogs. They get it ahead. Eckenbarger. That's the second layup she's missed tonight, right at the rim.
That's right. Like I said, she needs to back up a little bit. Those layups are trouble.
That shot too strong. Neal goes right hand. No. Nash, offensive glass, draws the foul. Send Tatum Nash back to the free throw line where she's 1 of 2 this evening. So far in the second quarter, too, we've played a little over 4 minutes, almost 5 minutes, and Frankfort is scoreless.
Been stuck on that 7 for quite a while.
Abby Swan checks back in. Caitlin Beck comes out. Number 12 for Frankfort, Daisy Santos Valdez checks in. See her first varsity action this evening. Nash has got that little hitch in her free throw that I have a feeling is going to catch up with them as they get into the tournament.
Yeah, if there's a lot of pressure on that when you get that little, sometimes you need the oil can to come out. The elbows and legs get a little stiff when there's a lot of pressure on those free throws.
Good rebound.
Good offensive rebound by Frankfort. Reload. Nice pass. There you go.
Beautiful work inside. They found Guardado. Nice assist from Sarah Flores.
Guardado leading the way for Frankfort with 6 points.
Swan on the jumper. No good. Grace good. Tracks down the offensive rebound. Neal with her first field goal this evening. 8 points for the senior.
You would have thought might be a closer game if Tinley Neal picked up her first field goal with a little over 2 minutes to go before half, but Clinton Prairie comfortable 34-9 lead here with 2:20 to go in the second quarter.
And Coach Henley still unhappy.
Some things never change. Coaches are never happy.
Kid always done it better.
Yep.
Jump ball here. Good sign of sportsmanship from both teams. I take that back. It looked like they called a jump ball, or I assume that's what they were calling. They get a foul against Frankfort. It'll be the second on Guardado. The foul starting to mount against Frankfort.
Fouls and turnover. That was Frankfort's 14th turnover.
Grace good at the line, gets the first one to go.
Nothing but the bottom of the net for Grace.
Grace's older brother, Bailey Good, was a starting point guard for Clinton Prairie a couple years ago. Now he's one of the assistant coaches on the varsity program.
Clinton Prairie girls they got good form on their free throws. I was a little surprised that their team percentage was only 66%. I thought it might be a little higher.
Shot up, good if it goes. Daisy Santos Valdez, the freshman, making an impact.
Nice drive to the basket.
First one rims out. Caitlin Beck comes back in. Eckenbarger will check out. It's been a really nice first half for Claire.
Very nice first half.
18 points in the first half. Valdez 1 of 2 at the line.
Good to see a freshman come in there for the Lady Hot Dogs and have a little success.
Under 2 minutes to play before the half. What is a 26-point lead right now for the Gophers?
Frankfort dropped down into a 2-3 zone on this trip.
Grace Good saw a couple free throws drop, now drops a jump shot from the baseline. Kick ball. I can still hear all of my coaches yelling at me that if I could get it with my feet, I could get it with my hands.
That's
Did you ever have a coach tell you that,
Yeah,
Joe?
I've heard that before, yes. But
I was quicker with my feet.
say, Coach, don't be so particular.
Abby Swan on the run out. She gets the field goal to drop. That's Abby's first 2 points this evening.
Clinton Prairie's employing looks like about a 3-2 zone there.
Mixing up multiple looks this evening. A two-pointer foot on the line. But Jalen Vessels knocks it down. Frankfort starting to get some production from the bench here this evening. Again, not your traditional doubleheader that we'll have here for you this evening. It's Clinton Prairie, Frankfort in the first game here for the girls, and we'll have Lebanon and Frankfort for the boys about 20 minutes after the completion of this one. JV teams tonight are playing in the auxiliary gym. Good rebound. Traveled. She wanted to get just a little closer. Just a little closer before she let it fly.
Yeah, I think that's always everybody wants, gosh, a 3 or 4 footer. I maybe I can get a little closer.
Neal with the steal. Got help if she wants it. Dumps it off to Swan. Offensive rebound by Neal. Sarah Flores with it for Frankfort. Under 10 seconds. Another kick ball. See that knee brace for Tinley. That's something that's been adopted as the season has gone along. Turnover for Frankfort. Give it back to the Gophers.
Is that a precautionary thing? Or has she had some soreness with that knee?
I'm not sure. I noticed earlier in the season she wasn't wearing it. Lets it fly here off the mark. And that's going to do it for our first half of action. Second quarter belonged to the Gophers. They stretched that lead, 40-12 your score. We'll be back with some halftime analysis right after this.
I brought you a present. A book.
Follow the adventures of the Ardente Dental team as they fight cavities, gum disease, and create beautiful, healthy smiles.
Inconceivable!
Hello, my name is Dr. Snyder. You cause cavities. Prepare to die.
Inconceivable!
To make your smile look straight and fine, our braces per month are just $1.99.
Inconceivable!
You keep using that word, I do not think it means what you think it means.
Have fun at Ardente Dental.
High school sports fans, welcome back to Game Time, to pure spirits, to pure sport. Welcome back to high school sports.
Fans, I'm IHSA Commissioner Paul Knighty, and I just want to say, welcome back.
This is game time. This is Indiana high school sports. This is your IHSAA.
At Defining Looks on Sagamore Parkway North in Lafayette, talk to a specialist and discuss your specific needs for wigs or toppers. Defining Looks is committed to helping anyone experiencing hair loss to lead a normal lifestyle. Our wigs are of the highest quality, allowing us to customize to your personal style. Shop our large selection for your medical, cosmetic, or fashion needs. Confident, bold, and fashionable. Be your own kind of beautiful at Defining Looks. Follow us on Facebook or Instagram.
The offensive source in this quarter. Brady, hello, has the first down.
Smith tracks it down. Shot at the buzzer. Sideline. He cuts it back. Can he get to the goal line?
Stankham looks for his man and fell from the seat of his pants. Makes the grab. Johnson gets by that first wave. Bounces it outside. Johnson into the end zone. Touchdown, Warren Central.
The best video on the internet is not the guy of the last week or so. It's the surfing bulldog.
Expecto Patronum, like, Harry Potter. Everybody knows what I'm talking about at home.
I'm not
confused.
12.
You are one of the most disgusting people I've ever met.
You asked. You open up the door. Squeaky. Colts quarterback room is kind of like picking your favorite Ernest movie. They're all pretty bad. You have
Did you actually see any of those?
You have to go. I really was a big Ernest. Yeah.
No
a big
way.
Ernest fan. Ernest Goes to Camp was my favorite.
3, 2, 1.
Has the first dunk in the building from Aaron Joya. Waits, Waddell finishes. And lays it in. There is right now the play of the game. Better finish. We might see that on plays of the week. Great feed. The finish. Spin, win, three. Bury it to the lane. No, gun, yes. Stop. Whoa, what a play. Flying in.
Running a small business. Your hands are full. We can help. FiberHawk partners with local companies by providing business-class internet, phone, TV, and customized bundles to meet your needs. Our fiber-powered system delivers reliable speed with enhanced security. Running a business is tough. Contact FiberHawk today and let our expert team give you a hand.
Finding affordable quality reproductive health care isn't always easy. Did you know that there is now a family planning and reproductive health clinic in our area that is income-based? Services include Pap tests, breast cancer screenings, pregnancy tests, sexually transmitted infection and HIV testing, same-day birth control placement, filled prescriptions, and free condoms. Services are on an income-based sliding scale. Visit 1234 Rossville Avenue or call 659-6063 for more information or to schedule an appointment.
This is your IHSAA. This is your state. This is your high school. This is your athletic association.
Fans, I'm IHSA Commissioner Paul Knighty, and we're here to make sure that all of this remains yours.
This is your state. This is your community. This is your IHSAA.
I brought you a present. A book.
Follow the adventures of the Ardente Dental team as they fight cavities, gum disease, and create beautiful, healthy smiles.
Inconceivable!
Hello, my name is Dr. Snyder. You cause cavities. Prepare to die.
Inconceivable!
To make your smile look straight and fine, our braces per month are just $1.99.
Inconceivable!
You keep using that word, I do not think it means what you think it means.
Have fun at Ardente Dental.
High school sports fans, welcome back to game time, to pure spirit, to pure sport. Welcome back to high school sports.
Fans, I'm IHSA Commissioner Paul Knighty, and I just want to say, welcome back.
This is game time. This is Indiana high school sports. This is your IHSAA.
The best video on the internet is not the guy of the last week or so. It's the surfing bulldog.
Expecto Patronum, like, Harry Potter. Everybody knows what I'm talking about at home.
I'm not
confused.
12.
You are one of the most disgusting people.
You asked. You open up the door. Squeaky. Colts quarterback room is kind of like picking your favorite Ernest movie. They're all pretty bad. You have
Did you actually see any of those?
You have to go. I really was a big Ernest fan. Yeah.
No way.
Ernest fan. Ernest Goes to Camp was my favorite.
It's a great night of basketball here on the ISC Sports Network in cooperation with Hot Dog TV. 40-12 your score in our first game of two. Clinton Prairie on top of the Frankfort Hot Dogs here. IHSAA girls basketball action. Sean Walker joined by Joe Rook here at halftime. Joe, it definitely was the pressure from the Gophers.
Yeah, we talked about that, Sean. You know, Frankfort, unfortunately for the Lady Hot Dogs, have a tendency to turn it over when they get forced with some pressure. And Clinton Prairie knew that coming into the game and cranked it up right away. And Hot Dogs had 17 first half turnovers, so I'm sure Gophers got what they were looking for. Clinton Prairie turned it over only 3 times in that first half, and that's a good thing for Clinton Prairie, because I noticed that there had been averaging about 14 turnovers a game for Clinton Prairie, and only 3 in the first half. Coach Henley would have to be happy with that.
For the Gophers, leading them in scoring is Claire Eckenbarger, 18 points in the first half here at Frankfort. She continues her scoring tear that she's been on here recently. Looks like she'll get into that 20-point mark for a 3 out of 4.
You would think so, yeah. Claire coming into this game averaging 7.8, almost 8 points a game, so 18 first half points for her. Excellent job, but as you mentioned, before the game started, she'd been shooting the ball well and finding the scoring column for her going up each game, so good for her, good first half. So
on the other side of the court for the Hot Dogs, it's Vanessa Guardado leading the way. She's got 6 points to pace all Hot Dogs. Jordan Frazier, the leading scorer on the team, got into foul trouble and had to sit a majority of the first half there, pretty much all the second quarter.
Right.
They'll try to get her back on the floor early in the third and see if they can cut into this lead. Joe, I feel like when Frankfort was able to beat the pressure, get into their half-court set, and get the ball down low on the block, some good things happened. They were getting to the foul line. Guardado was scoring.
Had some good opportunities there. As you kind of hit the nail on the head there, when they were able to break the press and get things set up, they were able to get some looks and get some decent shots. But, you know, with 17 first half turnovers, Sean, that just kind of cripples anything that you try to do offensively. So see if Frankfort can cut down on their turnovers here in the second half and get some more opportunities on the offensive end with their shots.
At the end of the first quarter, it was 13-7. It was just a 6-point game. 27 points rattled off in the second quarter for the Gophers to just 5 from Frankfort. And that's why we have a 28-point lead right now at halftime. New rule in IHSAA this year, if it gets to 35 or above at any point in time in the second half, they've instituted what they're calling a mercy rule, which would be a running clock. The Gophers not quite there just yet, so the Hot Dogs have some work to do to kind of fight and keep that from occurring here in the second half.
That running clock may come into play here in the second half, so I'm sure Frankfort would like to keep things, get the score back respectable and keep that from happening. But we'll certainly see what happens. I think it's going to be interesting to see. I mean, it's 40-12. You know, what's Clinton Prairie going to do with their defense? You wouldn't expect them to play full court, or, you know, they've done some half-court traps. Maybe they'll back off a little bit and just stick in the zone or play man-to-man.
Our halftime tonight brought to us by the Healthy Communities of Clinton County Coalition. They were formed in 2006 as a partnership of healthcare providers, service care providers, educators, and community leaders who are interested in addressing issues of health in the Clinton County community. Now, over 15 years later, the coalition is still committed to making permanent changes by encouraging policy, system, and environmental changes with the desire to always make the healthy choice the easy choice. Learn more at healthyclintoncounty.com. A future Hot Dog.
She was doing a pretty good job there. I think she's heard that song a couple times before. She knew what she was doing.
Third quarter action, 8 minutes on the clock, 28-point lead for the Gophers. They'll start out with the ball first.
Frankfurt's pretty much with a man-to-man in the first half, and that's what they start out with here in the third quarter.
Eckenbarger down the lane, missed the layup. Clinton Prairie comes back out with their original starters on the floor. For Frankfort, one change. Number 5, Madison Cook, comes out to start the second half. Eckenbarger with the rebound. She'll bring it up here for the Gophers.
Good look underneath.
That's Beck's first field goal of the game. She's been on a bit of a scoring tear lately herself, had 19 points, which was her season high against North White. She had 12 points in that victory against Carroll. Eckenbarger, little Euro step, leaves it just short, and Guardado comes down with the rebound.
That was a good move, just didn't get quite enough oomph on her layup there.
Shot fake, baseline drive, kick back out, Debris.
Couple nice shot fakes there by Frankfort. Good open look, just didn't get it to go.
Neal looks ahead. Eckenbarger to the lane, foul up, can't get it to go.
Good look ahead there by Tinley Neal, dribbling with her head up, finding an open teammate.
You can definitely tell that the Gophers have found some confidence in Eckenbarger as that second scoring option, as they've been looking to her this evening quite a bit.
And she seems very comfortable in doing that, yes, with the ball, and her outside shot looks very strong.
Leaves the free throw a little short.
We put the whammy on her.
So the basket not been as kind as it was in the first half for Claire. Here at the beginning of the third, she gets 1 of 2. 19 points now in tonight's contest. Great night of action on the ISC Sports Network, all across the network. Got this one for you. We've got the boys game between Lebanon and Frankfort. We also have a top matchup in the state girls basketball tonight, as number 1 Lanesville Eagles play host to the Salem Lions. You ever been to Lanesville?
I have not. I have not. Is it a hot spot?
It is.
Must be for girls basketball.
Near the border of Kentucky. So
way down there.
Way down south.
Good.
It is the home of the ISC's very own Greg Rakestraw.
Really?
With the girls program being number 1 this year. Wanted to get down and get a game in. So part of the crew headed south, and part of them will be remote from our studio up here in central Indiana.
Sounds like that'd be a great game.
Nash baseline, gets it to go.
Nice shot, Tatum.
Tatum Nash has been more aggressive this evening.
Her second field goal of the evening.
Debris with it for Frankfort. Taken away by Beck. Beck to the lane, gets it to go. Caitlin's very strong. That's what I've noticed this year, been able to play through contact, and she's one of the players for this Gopher squad that earns many trips to the line. I'm actually surprised this is her first free throw attempt of the evening. She averages 6 or 7 free throw attempts per game.
Knocks it in.
They just announced in the gymnasium mercy rule is now in effect, so it'll be a running clock here in the second half. Frazier shot up just off the mark. Joe, from your playing days, if you ever got in foul trouble, how hard was it to get yourself back into the game once that rhythm's kind of taken away?
Sometimes that can be a problem, yes. It can be. If you sit on the bench for a very long period of time, cool off a little bit, sometimes get back in, and sometimes it kind of gets in your head a little bit as a player. You know, how many fouls do I have? You know, gee, I don't want to foul out. That kind of alters your play.
Swan down low, can't get it to go. Battles for the rebound and be over the back call here on Debris.
Clinton Prairie continuing to just dominate on the offensive glass.
Get it into Eckenbarger. Frazier started out man-to-man on Neal, now has switched over to Eckenbarger. Swan lines up a 3, leaves it just a little short.
Jordan Frazier, gosh, you know, pick your poison there. Which one do you want to guard, Neal or Eckenbarger?
Congratulations, you're one of our best defenders, so you're going against the teams 1 and 2 every night.
Yes.
Cook gets tripped there by Eckenbarger. As aggressive as Frazier plays, though, I don't think she minds.
Nah.
I think she enjoys the challenge.
I was going to say, I think she enjoys the competition. Good backdoor there by pass, just didn't quite get hooked up.
Neal pulls up, free throw line jumper. We've seen that about 3 times tonight where she just left it a little short.
Just a little short.
Got to wonder if maybe that knee is bothering her. Not a lot of elevation on that jump shot. Guardado on the block.
Nice. Nice catch and shoot.
8 points in the contest for her. She approaches double figures.
Kind of Frankfort's lone bright spot there on the offensive end this evening. Vanessa doing a nice job.
Eckenbarger splits the defense. Can't get the shot to drop, but she'll go back to the free throw line.
Sean, it's a good thing. Well, good thing for Frankfort, bad thing for Clinton Prairie. Clinton Prairie has had difficulty knocking down those layups this evening, man. If they'd have been hitting those. Woo.
Yeah, I agree. I would hate to see the difference in the scoreboard.
Had trouble getting those layups to go.
Eckenbarger now with 20. Like maybe she took a shot to the nose. Substitution here. Player had to leave the floor abruptly for Frankfort, so.
They're got the towel. I don't know if they've got. Can't tell from here if it was bleeding.
So process of elimination, I believe it was Cook who left the floor quickly. Maybe not. No, she's on the bench down there.
I believe it was. I could be wrong on it. Was that 22? Flores?
We'll try to communicate that information to you as we get it. Eckenbarger gets both from the line. I saw Eckenbarger kind of grabbing at her nose, so maybe there was a collision there with another player.
Yeah.
Right idea. That passing lane closed very abruptly. Clinton Prairie comes away with another steal. Swan unable to finish with the right hand. Can down low. Guardado does a good job of just catching that one. Bulliard looking for a teammate. Kick out, baseline jumper. Quick pass ahead.
Nice look up.
Caitlin Beck did not have a point in the first half. She has 7 here in the third quarter. We'll get a timeout. Allows us to thank one of our sponsors here this evening. Be our Dente Dental, where they offer high-tech dentistry with a personal touch. Our team are all trained and knowledgeable in many areas of dentistry. Believe strongly in continuing education to provide our patients with the latest technology and techniques. Look forward to providing the highest quality of dentistry available not only for you, but for your family and friends as well. Visit our dentedental.com for more information. Our Dente Dental, healthy smiles start here.
Well, it was number 22 for Frankfort that dashed off the court there. Is back on the bench. So that's good to see. No lingering effect.
Good call. My process of elimination was wrong.
She's back on the bench. Saying, put me in, coach. I'm ready.
She's been aggressive this evening, too. So
yeah, put me in. I'm ready.
We'll go get this nose to quit bleeding real fast, and I'll be right back. 52-14 your score. A Tuesday night, IHSAA basketball. These Gophers a season ago were 21-3. They went 8-0, swept the conference, all the way to a regional championship game. Had a turnover a head coach right before the season. We're under 500 for a chunk of it. They've started to trend in the right direction now at 12-7. Well on their way to a 13th win here this evening.
I think come tournament time, they would be a tough out. It'd be a tough matchup for no matter who they play.
Alanis finds debris. Nice pass, nice shot.
Frankfort Lady Dogs finally getting one to go down. 52-16, minute 18 to go in your third quarter. Clinton Prairie comfortably in front.
Eckenbarger down the line, down the lane, gets it to go.
Got that layup that time.
23 for Eckenbarger. That ties a career high. And clock continues to run because of the difference.
Ball knocked out of bounds, the clock's still running.
The first game I covered this year with the rule instituted, the fans were relentless because they had no idea. Stop the clock. Stop the clock.
What's wrong with that guy running the clock, for crying out loud?
Debris. It's a shot up. She'll draw the foul, and that will stop the clock. So fouls, injuries, timeouts, those are your three things that are going to stop the clock. There's a good shot of Peyton Debris.
Just knocked down his jumper a minute ago, see if she can get a free throw. Does so.
Little line drive, gets it to drop.
Peyton, 4 points this evening, going for number 5.
That'd be right at her season average if she can get this one to drop. Strong, but tracks down her own rebound.
Frankfort reloads on the offensive end.
Knocked out of bounds, it'll stay with the Hot Dogs. Got to pay attention to the clock here because it does not stop. Into Guardado, foul, which should have stopped the clock.
Clock's still running. I think that may just about do your quarter, Sean.
Maybe it's only on free throws is when it stops.
Yep.
And there is the end of your third quarter. We're still learning the rules as well.
Yeah, it don't matter.
As we figure them out, we'll deliver them to you. 54-17 your score. Take a quick break, come back with fourth quarter action right here on Hot Dog TV and the ISC Sports Network.
3, 2, 1.
Has the first dunk in the building for Varsity. Joya waits, Waddell finishes and lays it in.
There is right now the play of the game.
Better finish. We might see that on plays of the week. Great feed. The finish. Spin, win, 3. Bury it in the lane. No, gun, yes. God. Whoa, what a play. Flying in.
Fourth quarter action set to get started here from Case Arena in game number 1 of our doubleheader tonight. As part of our coverage this high school season. ISC in partnership with Hot Dog TV and the students. I want to thank all the students behind the scenes and Richard Salee helping put this broadcast on for you this evening. Making Joe and I's job real easy. We just show up with some notes and call the game.
Yeah, they do a great job. Great job. Still looking for our Coke and popcorn from them, but we're, they just. I don't see anybody even giving us a grin on that down there. My gosh.
I saw him come up with some hot dogs earlier. I about got excited and then realized it wasn't for me.
Yeah.
Frazier calls her own shot. Tie up loose ball. We'll give the ball to the jump ball. We'll give the ball to the Gophers.
Give Jordan credit there for that. Took the shot, knew it was short, went after her own rebound. Got the tie up. So good to see her, even though team down 54-17, her hustling after a shot.
Gophers have brought in some reserves here. 31, Abby Swan, who's played some minutes here, varsity action. She drops down to 2, foot on the line. She's got 4 points tonight. Also out there is number 22, Hailey Wilson. Swan with the steal. Run out the other way. No good. Rebounded by Alanis. Here comes Bouillard. Debris,
nice
good
pass.
look.
Good pass.
Guardado with double figures now. She's got 10. 10 of Frankfort's 19 points tonight. So Vanessa's kind of carried that offensive load.
Vanessa has good soft hands with that ball under there. She catches it and makes good passes and good decisions.
Frazier trying to find the rhythm back in this game. There's a good shot. 4 points for Jordan.
Jordan hit her first shot of the game, like right after the tip. Took a long time to get bucket number 2 for her.
Now Frankfort led 2-0 right from the jump. Only trailed by 6 points after 1.
Frankfort's been playing man-to-man that went to a 2-3 zone here this quarter.
Another knockdown jumper there from Abby Swan. She's got 6, making the most of her varsity minutes this evening. Bottom left of your screen here in a minute, you may see the Frankfort boys program that has come in to take in the final of this one. Riley Goodnight, Deacon Spencer, Jay Strode, saw those 3.
Going to have their hands full tonight with the Tigers. Maybe Hot Dogs can play well and get them a victory.
I know when those 2 teams battle, you can throw the records out the window.
Yeah, there's been a lot of good games with those 2 over the years. Nice shot.
Swan with 3 straight field goals here in the 4th quarter for the Gophers. She's got the lead up to 39. Debris down the lane, uses the glass.
Drive.
6 points for Peyton. Wilson finds Swan. Swan tried to get a 4th field goal. Good hustle, good save. Jump ball. It'll be Frankfort's possession as Cook and Flores come back in for Frankfort. Gwen Douglas checks in, as well as Emma Nash for the Gophers.
Gophers gals are going to get some playing time here that normally don't. Good to see.
It's a good thing that I coach some of these girls in youth sports because I do not have my JV roster in front of me this evening. Going to the memory bank. Frazier shot up, and she'll get fouled here as Wilson closes out too far. That's kind of been an emphasis at all levels of sports, Joe, is letting the shooter come down, kind of protecting the lower body and the legs.
Good rule.
You see it in basketball. You're seeing it with quarterbacks in football.
Good rule to have.
Frazier's had some nice scoring output games this evening. The state had been in double figures about 5 straight, short of that mark here this evening.
One thing I like about Jordan, I think she gives you 100% effort every evening. She does what she can do. She plays hard. Good job by the senior.
Got a season high 21 points versus Elwood in one of the 2 victories this year for Frankfort. Swan lets the 3 fly. Guardado tries to clear some space but loses the ball in the process, and Swan, another one up and in.
Knocks it down.
Abby Swan's in double figures now. 10 points. Frazier, nice dribbling.
Good offensive rebound there by Debris.
You can see the seniors for this Frankfort team. There's no quit for sure. Yeah, Frazier still playing hard. Debris playing hard.
Gotta love that. Gotta love that. Got to be disheartening a little bit to be down 62-23 to your county rival, but just keep playing. Peyton's free throws are a little flat there. It wouldn't hurt to just put a little arch on. I'm not trying to be the coach there, but see if she can get a little more air into that ball in this one, see if that'll help.
2 out of 5 from the line tonight. Now 2 out of 6. Under 3 minutes to go here, still running clock. As we approach conclusion, if you're viewers and you're tuning in looking for the Lebanon-Frankfort game, we'll have that one for you about 25 minutes from now.
That was only Clinton Prairie's 4th turnover this evening. And mentioned earlier they'd averaged 14 a game, and that was only the 4th turnover. So Lady Gophers have cut way back on their turnovers. I'm sure Coach Henley would be happy with that.
The shot off the mark, rebounded by Good. And if I remember correctly, you said they had 3 at halftime, so they've only had 1 in the second half. And
correct.
You've got half of a quarter here or more gone with some of your reserve players out there that are still taking care of the basketball. Wilson may have got away with the travel there, shuffled her feet, near turnover.
Clint Prairie needs to back that ball back out there. Things are getting a little squirrely there. Things reload and see what we can do.
Douglas with it. That shot up and in for Wilson. Hiley with her first bucket. Cook runs out of real estate and finds debris. Cook held scoreless here this evening.
Oh, nice move. Nice little fall away there by Peyton.
Debris starting to find her rhythm.
8 points for this evening.
Wilson loses it momentarily, gets it out to Nash. Foot on the line. The same result. Abby Swan's been on fire here in the 4th quarter.
She kind of picked up where Eckenbarger was in the first half, so.
12 points for the freshman off the bench. She averages 2 points per game. She's saying, Coach, I need some more minutes. Frazier lets one fly and knocks it down.
Jordan's 6th point this evening.
Battled through that foul trouble. Did a good job of staying on the floor here in the second half. She had 3 fouls in a little over 1 quarter.
Yeah.
And she has not picked up another foul yet tonight, but yet she still played just as aggressive.
Absolutely. As a coach, the staff from Frankfort, you got to love that. Hopefully she'll get rewarded yet with that sometime this season.
Head coach Matt Britt, assistant coach Mika Reese, former Clinton Prairie Gopher herself a few years ago. This one's going to come to a finish, though. 66-27 your score. The Gophers on top of Frankfort. Joe, your final thoughts on this one?
Well, Frankfort got the first basket, went up 2-0. That was their only lead of the game. Clinton Prairie at the end of the first quarter led 13-7, upped it to 40-12 at halftime. Kind of coasted here in the second half, but Clinton Prairie did a nice job, put the pressure on Frankfort early, got some turnovers. 6 turnovers for Frankfort in that first quarter. Clinton Prairie got 25 turnovers from the Lady Hot Dogs tonight. That was one big event for Clinton Prairie, but came in, did what they had to do. They were the better team and took it right to Frankfort and ended up winning 66-27.
Leading scorer tonight for the Hot Dogs, Jordan Frazier, finishes with 6. The leading scorer on the season, finishes with 6. Tonight's high point for Frankfort's Vanessa Guardado. She was the only Hot Dog in double figures with 10 points. On the other side, it was Claire Eckenbarger for the Gophers. She finishes the night with 23 points. Abby Swan, the freshman, making the most of her minutes in the 4th quarter. She'll finish with 12. Tinley Neal with just 8 points this evening. Did not score in the second half, did not need to. Your final tonight, 66-27. Want to thank all the students behind the scenes here at Frankfort High School, Richard Sully as well. For Joe Ruck, I'm Sean Walker. Stay tuned. We've got Lebanon and Frankfort coming up in about 25 minutes from now. But we appreciate you tuning in. We'll sign off momentarily. We'll be back on the airwaves soon enough.
Running a small business. Your hands are full. We can help. FiberHawk partners with local companies by providing business-class internet, phone, TV, and customized bundles to meet your needs. Our fiber-powered system delivers reliable speed with enhanced security. Running a business is tough. Contact FiberHawk today and let our expert team give you a hand.
At Defining Looks on Sagamore Parkway North in Lafayette, talk to a specialist and discuss your specific needs for wigs or toppers. Defining Looks is committed to helping anyone experiencing hair loss to lead a normal lifestyle. Our wigs are of the highest quality, allowing us to customize to your personal style. Shop our large selection for your medical, cosmetic, or fashion needs. Confident, bold, and fashionable. Be your own kind of beautiful at Defining Looks. Follow us on Facebook or Instagram.
The offensive source in this quarter. Brady, hello, has the first dunk.
Smith tracks it down. Shot at the buzzer.
Sideline. He cuts it back. Can he get to the goal line? Stankham looks for his man and fell from the seat of his pants. Makes the grab. Johnson gets by that first wave. Bounces it outside. Johnson into the end zone. Touchdown, Lawrence Central.